Hi, welcome to Smosh Mouth. I'm Shayne.
And I'm Amanda. And we have a very wonderful special guest with us today, Selina.
Hi.
Selina, our producer and director.
Oh, God.
For what? How long now? Over a year?
Over a year.
Two years?
I think it's 2 years. I think I joined you guys in 2023.
When did we start the pod?
2023. Very shortly after you guys started.
Yeah.
I was sitting
Where
in
is
and
time going? I swear to God.
yeah, 2 years now.
Dude.
That's crazy.
Oh my
Do
gosh.
you like us?
Oh,
Yeah, so how do you feel about
Yeah,
us?
how do you feel?
actually, I hate every single. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love you guys. You guys are so funny.
Thank you, Selina.
This is the coolest, easiest thing I could possibly be doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always wonder that, when we're performing so much and, production is watching us, I'm like, do they still think we're funny? Really?
Yeah, because they've heard our same jokes over and over again.
Over and over. We were doing Challenge Pit yesterday, and I was like, they must
They
be
gotta
so
hate
frustrated.
this.
Listen,
They must hate this.
they love you guys.
And Selina, we've worked with you for many years before
Yeah.
Smosh Mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah.
this is such a cool, it's not new anymore, but it's been a cool,
Journey.
new journey
Transition,
that
yeah.
we've all done together.
Yeah.
It's trippy to have you here. I know you've been on this, desk before, but you're here for every episode.
Yeah. Every single one. Almost every single one. There were a couple times when I've been away, but
Those were the worst times.
oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
those were the dark times.
Those were very dark.
Look, we've all been away at some point
Yeah.
from this show.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Not me.
Yeah,
Just away for
not
4
me.
months.
I'm here. I'm always here.
I'm here.
No, we can get into that because I was thinking about it this morning and it's kind of crazy how, and this is how all of Smosh works, right? Like a peek behind the curtain. We're constantly in pre-production, production, and post-production.
Yeah.
So literally, filming an episode, production, that's happening right now. But after this episode, after we wrap, I will be getting V1 of the episode airing on Monday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Giving notes, placing ads, all that stuff. It's being edited, so that's post-production. And also the production team is asking me to submit pre-pro docs for episodes we're doing in January.
It's so
crazy.
funny how obviously once we start rolling, we can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah.
Right? It's very chill.
Yeah.
But we do semi-plan out our episodes months in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because production's like, hey, we need to know if you're going to be doing anything in this episode that you're filming in March.
Yeah.
And so we're like,
Yeah.
what do we want to talk about in March?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of those planned out. Now we often change them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're the one keeping tabs on all of it from
Yeah.
start to finish.
I make sure that you guys are happy, that production is happy, that the editors are happy. Just making sure that everything is running as smooth as possible.
Yeah, you also are on it with edits too. You're like, okay, we need to cut that. We need to cut that out. And then also you're figuring out shorts as well.
Yeah.
Because early on,
That's fun.
Shayne and I used to watch and pick the shorts, but we just don't have time anymore. And you pick the shorts, and honestly, the shorts are
You've been
one of my
killing it.
favorite
Yeah,
parts.
good.
You've been killing it.
It's
Good,
kind of a
good,
funny
good.
thing at the end of every month or so, we kind of gather together here at Smosh and go through oh, here's how the channels are doing. And it's always oh, all the channels are doing amazing. But there's a part of me that when I look at Smosh Mouth, I'm like, yeah, our shorts views were pretty good this month.
Yeah.
Other channels keep up. We're doing
Yeah.
pretty solid over here.
No, we're killing it, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're killing it. And I came back. Episodes are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just very happy about that. You always had that slight little fear that people will be like, oh, she's back.
And we're done.
We're done.
We're going to leave now.
She's not relevant anymore. Or maybe that's just a motherhood thing where you're just oh my God, she's not relevant. She's not funny or whatever.
Well, also because you haven't flexed this muscle in 4 months.
No. And Shayne reminded me that when I came back, everything I've been filming is not coming out for months.
Yeah.
So, I think everybody's clocked it, Amanda included, that since Amanda came back, you have kind of lost your mind.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm talking comedically on camera. You've entered a new era, I would say, as far as it's almost like you've gone Super Saiyan I don't know if you know what that means.
Why? Why are you throwing out words with me that I have to ask you? I don't know what that means.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Several people in this room can acknowledge it's a compliment.
Super Saiyan?
You've gone Super Saiyan with your comedy.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Guess. What do you think Super Saiyan means?
Does it mean like I'm like charging up with power and I'm like, yeah?
You actually 100% nailed it.
That's crazy.
100% nailed it.
That's awesome.
You got it.
Well, what is it?
Okay.
Oh.
You want me to give you the you want me to give you the actual definition?
Yes.
Okay. So in the show Dragon Ball Z, Goku is a Saiyan. He's from a different planet, and so he can charge up and like reach another level. His hair like turns blonde and crazy and spiky, and he becomes like a more powerful
and he's like,
version.
Dah!
Yeah. And then there's like they keep reaching new levels of being a Super Saiyan.
So I'm going to reach more levels. So I'm going to come in.
I don't think you're done. I think you could get more insane.
This is on like 20% of sleep. So you could imagine when I actually get full sleep.
So people have not seen the stuff that you've filmed yet, because I think a lot of the stuff that you filmed for Pit and the Smosh channel and Games channel, it probably has not aired. The jokes that you're saying, the things that you're saying, what's going to make the cut is just some of the most insane humor I've ever seen from you, and it is amazing to see.
I'm super excited.
I'm glad you feel it's
You're
amazing.
unfiltered. And people have already seen here you describing what birth is like was a little bit of an example. There's no
and
filter
that's the
anymore.
G-rated version.
That I left out so much.
Oh yeah, we probably had to cut some of it.
I left out so much.
Yeah.
Well, I feel honored because, when I come here, especially my first day back, I feel like I have so much energy that's
Totally.
that's literally, that's why I explained it that way, because it's literally like inside me, it's like, ha, 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 and it wants to just come out, and I'm just a vessel, I'm just a vessel for this energy, and I cannot be responsible for what occurs when I start speaking.
And that's okay.
That's kind of how I feel.
I'm not responsible for what I say.
I'm not responsible for the crazy shit that I say.
Well, you've also had 4 months off and 4 months to kind of like, not recuperate because you were doing stuff.
No.
But like to be away from this while everyone has been constantly doing it.
Yes.
So to come in with that energy is also like different.
Yeah, because you're no doubt exhausted from the past few months, but
I'm not really like exhausted,
But you have like you're coming here with a different perspective.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like you get to kind of experience something, and anything you experience in life is you can use creatively and comedically. And I feel like we're seeing that from you, and it's very fun to watch.
I'm really glad, because I do feel like before I get here, I've already worked a full day.
Yeah.
Before I get here, I'm up at 4 a.m. pumping, and I've already changed like 2 massive shit diapers.
Yeah.
That are just like up the back, touching the head.
Right.
And that's just 10 minutes of the morning.
The head.
That's just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The rest, and then I get to work and I'm like, oh, I've already worked.
Right.
And then I go home and then I have my full shift.
Right.
Right?
You clock in.
I clock in, and then the baby's down, and then it's like, oh, do you want to watch something? It's like, nope. I want to go to bed. So it's just like, I've just leveled up on another level.
Is there an aspect where coming here and getting to like do this type of comedy, is it in almost a way a break for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost like I can't even say my son's name. I can't, because I think it was my first week here. Someone asked me, how's he doing? And I just tears. So I just it's just more just like I miss him. But like when I'm here, that Mom Amanda it's there, but it's not really there. Like I have to kind of compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I can't.
Like focus.
I can't focus exactly, because because now that I'm talking about it, I'm thinking about him, I'm thinking about vaccinations, I'm thinking about all these things that are happening, and I'm just like, no, like just. But I remember my first day back, I truly felt unhinged. Like it feels like you're just like going up, up, up on a roller coaster, and when you get to the top, there's like a little side place where people can stand or like people, like workers can stand and like fix it, you want to jump off on that side and like climb down and be like, I'm done. But you can't. Oh, we're at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is a fun little peek behind the curtain. So for those listening, Selina just held up the slate and it says 10 on it. Selina gives us the time as we're recording so that we know just like how much time we have left.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
We're like roller
Should we get
coaster
to-
analogy, move it quicker.
Should we get, yeah. Selina held up a sign that said, stop talking about motherhood.
Talking about motherhood.
Please stop.
And you know what? I never will stop because it is my identity.
Yeah.
But I will say that my first day, literally, I was like going down a roller coaster without wanting it. I couldn't stop it. And Mike at Smosh was just like, hey, Mike, how did that go? And he was like, yeah, great. I mean, we're going to have to cut like half of what you said just because we have to. But no, it was good. It was good. It was good. And I asked Tommy and Arasha, and they're like, no, it's great.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's great.
Yeah. There's just some things that YouTube is going to be like, we can't put this on the algorithm.
Trevor
man.
this morning, he's like, I love you, Amanda. And also, you're crazy. Is that light me? Do you guys not see that light that keeps occurring? Is it me?
What light?
No, I just see it in the corner of my eye. Is it?
Is it this?
I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it. Okay, now it's not happening while you guys are looking, so it makes me
Well,
look
nobody look.
What? Did you just see that?
Where is it? Where is it?
catching.
Whoa, Amanda.
It could be catching something.
And really why we're here is because we're looking back
Yeah.
at 2025. And I'm glad we're talking about how nuts I am because I forget 2025.
Oh, this year.
You see the light, huh?
I think this is finally. I feel like every year for the past 10 years, it ends and people are like, ugh, what a year, right? Can't wait for the next one. I think this year was, for a lot of people, they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's really move on.
Yeah.
Please, we must move on.
It was just such an intense, emotionally filled year.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, for me, and I think for a lot of people here at Smosh, I wouldn't say it was definitely not a bad year. It was like a very successful, fun, big year, but it was intense. It was probably the most intense year working. One of the most intense years working at Smosh. That's crazy to say, given that we've experienced a shutdown, a pandemic, and all sorts of stuff. But at Smosh kind of reached a new level this year that we've not experienced since I joined, and so it was just kind of trippy. It's weird. It's hard to describe that.
I mean, we brought back Summer Games, which was a huge undertaking in itself. So it's Summer Games. It's like a lot of bigger projects. It's the 20th anniversary. It was a lot.
Oh,
it was a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy year, and it's weird to go to events because for 10 years working here, we'll be at events and other YouTubers or people in the space will ask oh, where do you work? And it's like, oh, I work at Smosh, and they'll be like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
and they'll be like, oh, I frankly, some years, many years ago, people would be like, oh, you're still around, whoa, that's
Right.
cool.
Same.
You kind of felt like, do we belong here? And then this year, suddenly, you're in places and people are like, whoa.
They're like, I know
work
where you
there?
work.
Whoa, that place is a big deal.
Yeah.
And we all feel it here, but it's an intense feeling.
We do feel it. It's it's more pressure. It's things are just moving so fast.
Yeah.
We're filming so much. We're doing so much. We're not only it's not just every day you're coming in and filming. It is development. It's pitching. It's live shows. It's merch. It's so much other stuff. We're a whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a bigger team, but it still operates a little bit like a small business, in my opinion. Kind
sure.
of.
We have under 100 people.
Yeah.
Well, certainly, I feel like this show in particular kind of does, right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think soon, but until now, all of us do so much else here at Smosh.
Yes.
So Smosh Mouth is kind of like a side project that we've had.
Yeah, it is.
While you are running so many operations here at Smosh,
Right. So my official title is operations manager, and then in parentheses I put also director and producer of Smosh Mouth.
Yeah.
Like that's my email signature.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But again, might cut this, but also I will say it, and then if it's fine, we'll leave it in. We're also preparing for a big move. We're moving to a bigger space, and
You can say it.
the amount of meetings and like stuff that we've needed to prepare for that has also skyrocketed this year. So talk about like a lot of stuff happening. That also happened this year.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
is happening this year.
I mean, we're doubling our space.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which just shows that that's how much we're expanding. Like we don't have any more room even in our own building to do
Yeah.
what we're doing. And I feel so incredibly lucky to be a
Yes.
part of it because the industry as we know it is just in a crazy place. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole Netflix, WB, Paramount like bid war over each other. I don't know if you guys know about that. But it's just like everybody is feeling this like squeeze of just like what is
Don't
our
do
industry?
this.
What I mean,
Don't do this.
Everybody's feeling it. No, hey, everybody's feeling this squeeze, and it's like I feel so incredibly grateful to be in a job that I get to come in and we get to create every day. That is rare now.
Yeah.
Now that is rare.
True. Very true. No, it's a one of a kind place.
It's really really cool.
But yeah, it's been quite the year.
So what are your guys' favorite moments? Even if it's not on the pod, just like in general that has happened.
The birth of my son was good. No, I'll keep it work. Anyways,
I'll keep it lame.
I'll keep it work.
here.
Well, I will say when I I will say this year is a very humbling year for me.
Okay.
It's a lot of me being like like the cool Amanda's in there that's like, I got this. And then I present it and it's like, oh my God, Amanda, what are you doing? It's a lot of questions like, what are you doing, girl? And it's when Selina was like, oh, Amanda, do you want to go and search Reddit? And like go on Reddit and like do your own presentation of Reddit. And I was like, hell yeah, I got this, honey. Like I'll do Reddit. And it was Shayne and Chance. And I presented Reddit and Chance just was ripping me apart. He was just like, what is this shit? What are you doing?
It's to be
Millennial vibes.
expected. Hey.
Which is okay.
No,
Yeah,
hey, it's
completely fine.
great.
Yeah.
It
Completely
was
fine.
great.
And now you're the first person to say 6'7"
Right.
on Smosh. Congrats. You did it.
I did it.
Can
I wasn't going to say it.
I have a really funny story to say, and I saved it for the pod because I almost said it to you earlier.
Yeah.
Courtney and I recently went to Japan, and we were there
Sick.
for like a week. And one of the days we're in a train station, and we're going up an escalator, and on the escalator going down across the like station are a bunch of like middle school or high school boys, right? And they kind of glance over at us, and we look back at them, and Courtney decides to make the 6'7" gesture at them.
Oh my God.
What?
And all of these Japanese high schoolers look back at us and they go, and they start doing it back. And I was like, this is a worldwide phenomenon. This is ridiculous.
It is.
I was like, no way. Oh,
It is.
oh my God.
Did
I
you-
was like, I was like, what did I expect? Of course. But I also was like, no, there's no way.
Did they know who you were? You
I don't think they knew who we were. I just think they knew the gesture.
Yeah. Hey, we as a world just gotta find what makes us laugh. You know?
Yeah.
And if it's numbers, that's great.
Yeah.
If it's a combination of two numbers,
How long will this last?
I'm warning everyone listening and watching
Oh my
that
God.
this week, it's only we're filmed very far ahead, but it's December, obviously. Spencer and others have been making 6'7" jokes in videos. Not much, but of course it slips out because we're saying it ironically.
Oh my God.
But that stuff's not going to air till like March. So I'm sorry ahead of time.
Oh, people are gonna leave the channel.
They're going to be so mad.
They're gonna hate us.
I think it was already over when you said it the first time.
Oh, it's
No, hey, Selina, no. It was right there. It was super sexy and hot, and it was topical. Selina.
no, it was hot.
No, my niece and nephew visited me and then said
Right.
it, and I didn't know what it was. And I literally walked in, and I was like, oh, my niece and nephew were here. And Shayne was like, did they keep saying it? And I was like,
Yeah.
and then I just started saying it all the time.
No. kids are going to be fully over it and saying a new thing by the time this episode airs. God forbid the games and pit videos that we've filmed.
Yeah.
Real bad. I will say it's not a ton. I'm saying like a couple times, but it's gonna read real bad. It's not gonna be good.
Can we go back? I wanted to talk about this at the top, but the holiday party.
Oh, yes.
So we are filming. This is happening right after the holiday party.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering. I've lost my voice and then some.
Yeah.
We had another event the same week. We went to Spotify.
Yep.
So it was just a lot. What were your guys' experiences at the party?
We're celebrities. Just heads up. You were like doing whatever you do in Japan.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Have a good time.
I was telling Selina that I felt like the holiday party, I felt like we were all rock stars. And because it felt like there was like lights and like there was just like all these things happening and everyone was just like, and there was like speeches and like hors d'oeuvres being passed around. And I was
Lamb
like,
chops as hors d'oeuvres.
oh, I didn't get any of the food.
I didn't grab
Even
it.
the hors d'oeuvres?
I didn't. Shayne and I were in a sea of people. And here's the thing. I loved it. I like thrive when I'm like kind of talking to everyone and seeing everyone. And we invited a lot of the guests of the show. And that was really, really fun for me because I had just gotten back. But there was one point where I saw Shayne in the sea of people. And I really wanted to get to him to like catch up with him. And it's like he was right there. And I just couldn't.
But every time she was running and I was just
He was going,
drifting
and I was
farther and farther back.
Because truly, I barely saw you guys all night.
I saw
too.
you like once.
I
the
saw
whole
you
night.
once.
There were so many people there. I did not get any of the buffet food.
Same.
I felt like it was like a speed dating event, like talking to this person, this person, this person, this person.
Speed dating.
And then also a
Yeah.
dance floor.
I
don't
never
know.
saw. I didn't know there was a dance floor.
That's crazy.
Good for me.
We were on it.
Were we on it?
Yeah, during the speeches.
Nobody was dancing.
Yeah, during the
Oh,
speeches,
okay.
during
No
the
one was
speeches.
dancing. No one actually danced.
No, that's
don't think
not
that's true. Jonathan-
Wait, tons of people that. Okay,
So
Jonathan
many people
danced.
guys,
danced.
I'm so sorry. I was in a cocoon of people.
No, so
My-
many people danced.
many
I
people
was gonna
danced.
say, I was Get Low was on. I was getting low, and it was so funny because one of our architects for the new building, who is an older gentleman with his wife, was on the dance floor, but like at a cafe table, not dancing. But they were kind of just like watching everyone and like cheering people on. And I just got so self-conscious because I was like throwing down.
As you
I
should.
was like dancing.
As you
And
should.
I'm like, I can't have you watch me because we're gonna go to a meeting on Tuesday and I gotta be a professional in front of you. I'm seeing him later today, so I'm just like,
I mean,
luck.
okay.
do you have to be? I mean, it's good to be a professional, but it's also like our channel. What do we
Yeah,
do here?
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can throw down.
You need to show him who's boss at
Yeah,
the party.
exactly. Throw down.
Yeah. My favorite part of the party, and I realize he's not in the room with us, but at the end of the party, Jonathan.
He's not in the room because he got kicked out.
He got kicked
Just
out.
kidding.
Jonathan, many of you know as Mr. Chips.
He's gonna love that. Love that.
I didn't see Jonathan until the party was like ending, and it's always the quote of the night when you're at a party and right as you're leaving you see someone for the first time.
I know.
And
I
he
know.
comes up to me and like several other cast members. He's like, Shayne, you know I with you heavy. Like, oh, Courtney, you know I with you heavy. Like, just saying it to everyone. He was like so sweet, so nice.
with you heavy.
I with you heavy.
No, if I said
And I was
that,
like,
it
that's
would
the
be
coolest.
an issue.
You could not say that.
You know, Shayne, I with you heavy.
I couldn't deliver it as well as Jonathan delivered it. Like
No.
Jonathan delivered it so earnestly, so sweetly.
Mr.
It was
Chips.
really awesome. And then he started pulling out some chips and started slowly.
I love Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan's the best.
but that was the party.
That's the thing is like
Yeah.
so many people work at Smosh, and then so many people are in our sphere,
Yeah.
right? Like I'd be like going through the party and I see James and Elise, or I'd see Mac Does It. And I'm
Yes.
like
Aurora
all these people.
Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God,
work with.
Aurora Matrix. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
the
that
whole-
was so fun.
extended universe. And so you're just kind of seeing new people all the time.
And there's such fun people to talk to, like
Yes.
people that we work with, and then other friends. I felt like this, like how I feel every day of just like I wanted to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Totally.
Everybody. And I need to get better about being like, oh, I gotta like I got to go now talk to this person. But then the person I was talking to, I was enjoying.
Right.
I was like loving the conversation that we were having.
Yeah, that was certainly an amazing part of the year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was epic. It was a great like close out. Especially the going to the Spotify party was really fun because I got to see some people that I haven't seen in a while. And then the holiday party was so
Yeah.
But it was. I was like looking at like Shayne and Tommy, and I was like,
I'm like,
Tommy was like, I haven't seen you all night. And I was like, I know. I haven't seen you either.
yeah.
Yeah. Going back again to this podcast, we were talking about this before. How cool is it that this podcast is getting close to 1 million subscribers?
I'm super excited. I'm so
Unreal.
proud. I'm proud of you guys, proud of this team.
What was it at when we started?
Like,
0.
It wasn't at 0.
I'm kidding.
I think it was at like 200.
I think it was like at 200 when you guys started. I think it was around 400 when I hopped on.
Whoa.
I think it jumped pretty quickly,
Yeah.
like when we started
When you
it.
restarted it.
Because this channel was kind of a dead channel for several years.
Yeah.
Right? We did Smoshcast back in the day,
Yeah.
and it had a good following, but it never really like took
off.
enough that we eventually sunset it because we were just like, we're not really.
I think because you guys had different hosts.
We didn't really know what it was, and the pandemic made it really hard to do.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a dead channel, just kind of there for years, and then we started it back up, and so I think people were really excited at the beginning of that, and then but its growth since then has been what's really exciting because I think it's cool when you announce something and there's a big surge, and it's like, great, whoa, people are excited about the idea of this thing, but then like years on, it's like, have we followed through, and are people actually staying for it?
No,
And
I was telling Kiana about it because I was like, the podcast, there are surges when you and Courtney announced that you were married and like baby announcement, right? But like the growth has been so steady like throughout the months. Like I've calculated it down to like the number of weeks, number of days that like we constantly hit like 100K, and it's been steady, which means I think it is a testament to you guys and how talented and funny you guys are, and our team for keeping it like running consistently. And a steady, I couldn't ask for more. Like a steady growth is like
Yeah.
oh,
the
it's
best thing.
It is the best.
Yeah.
It's because it's most sustainable.
Yeah.
Um,
So
It's one of my favorite things that we do because that's why it's like if we take time from the pod, I will say I really missed the pod when I was on maternity leave.
Oh.
Just simply because I got to catch up and like
Yeah.
hang out and be like, what are you doing? What are we doing? And I got to like, people be like, oh, Amanda, why are you asking that question? Like I missed that.
yeah.
I missed it.
We want you to ask the question.
I know. I missed it. And like looking back at the year of like us doing episodes on the pod, I'm just like, those feel like decades ago.
Yeah.
We were looking through the whole catalog from this year
Yeah.
of all of our episodes, and I was like, that was this year?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
We
Anything?
read diary entries this year.
Yeah,
Right.
we read diary entries. We had my Reddit stories.
Bob the Drag Queen.
Bob
That
the Drag Queen.
feels like
Was
5
this
years
year?
ago.
Bob the Drag Queen played his song, and you and Courtney just vibed out, and so did I.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
this year, man.
Yeah.
It's really trippy. And now at this stage, like you being gone, it both feels like it was like years and also just like a blip of time.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So
it feels
trippy.
very far away right now.
Yeah.
Like I came back in a month ago, and it feels so far away.
Yeah.
It feels like that didn't even happen.
Yeah. While we were doing Angela and Damien's episodes, every time, like, it didn't even occur to me that it was Angela's last episode that she was filming
know.
and Damien's last episode. Like, it went by so fast. But while we were in it, I was like, dang, it's been like 3 months since Amanda's been here.
Yeah.
And it's like, I couldn't keep up. Sorry. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop doing that.
6-7.
Do
Yes.
we
But yeah.
do we have hopes for any dreams that we want to do on this podcast?
I want to take it outside of here.
We've really talked about taking it outside.
Okay.
But we did that for Summer Games. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about really taking
Now
it
that
outside.
I'm back and I'm not pregnant.
Yeah.
We can still go on a roller coaster
Yeah.
with this pod. I don't know what that looks like.
I don't know
I don't know if
either.
it's Shayne and I mic'd up trying to have a full interview pod on roller coasters all day long. I don't know.
I think okay. Here's probably the like easiest. Here's how we pilot this. All right, not the whole episode, but you and I get mic'd up, and we get on we get mic'd up. We get on a roller coaster. It'll be audio only.
Of course.
And so we record a podcast for however long the roller coaster is, and then we listen back to it here, and we play the audio from that. Here
and then we comment on it
and then we talk about it
That's
afterwards.
kind of fun.
That's a way to do it.
So
to see what gets picked up.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like
Literally.
it's gonna be nothing.
No,
Be like,
because we were talking about this last year, and then you told us that you're like, oh,
I was like,
it
we're
has
gonna have
to wait.
Push that episode because I'm pregnant. I'm not allowed to get on a roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Yeah.
But okay, so we spend the whole day and we record a bunch of
different roller
different things on
coasters.
different roller coasters, and then we come back. You're right, and we play it.
We should get on a roller coaster, and the second we get on the roller coaster, we get a topic. Like
Yeah.
we get the topic, we get on the roller coaster, and we cannot start talking until we're on it and the ride starts. And then that's the topic. You
I'm
start talking
in.
about it.
And you only talk about it while the coaster's moving.
Yeah, as soon as it stops, you have to
Done.
stop talking.
Yeah.
Done topic, and maybe we can get like topics from fans or like comments
Yeah.
or something.
Tell us if that's like worth to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, tell us if that's worth to do.
Would you guys worth to do? Send us like topics that we talk about on a roller coaster and then play it back here and comment on it. Let us know if that's just so crazy.
Tell us if that's crazy to
Yeah.
you.
And
Yes, we've talked
Wine.
about doing a wine tasting.
I don't know if anyone would care about that.
I don't know.
I'd care about it.
I think they would care if you care about it.
I would care because Shayne's now getting into wine and it would be fun to watch him wine taste.
And see if I can guess wines correctly.
Yeah. Oh God, Shayne guesses
Should I just
wines.
should we just take the
Jesus.
Somm test and see how well we do?
We're not gonna do well.
What if we pass?
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Shayne, we're not gonna pass.
What if we pass?
It's. Oh my God.
I
That's
think
what
it'd be kinda fun.
What if
Shayne
you
to
pass?
Somms right there. It is like so much work.
Not really.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm gonna drink some wines and I'm gonna guess.
Whoa.
This isn't like Cab and Merlot,
Okay.
honey.
I'm not saying we're gonna pass it. I'm saying we take the test. And taking the test is not a lot of work. Passing it's a lot of work. Taking the test is drinking some wine.
Okay. So can we take the test here and just do it?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
We did that with Jeopardy. And
Yeah,
failed.
minus the wine.
True.
Well, that's because we had Ian typing all the answers, and it was just so insane. He was just typing things and sending them in before we
my
said it was
God.
good.
That was one of my favorite. I mean, I love Jeopardy, so like I love that. One of my favorite episodes. But I love when we do like a little bit of a gamified episode.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because
Oh,
like
yeah.
it keeps it interesting and like I'm competitive, so
I would love to
Yeah.
find more games for this
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, we have some.
Yeah.
We have some.
We do have some
ideas.
We have some ideas.
And we did top 5 with Mac Does It.
Mac does it.
That
Love
was really,
that.
really fun. We did Never Have I Ever with
Yeah.
Keith.
True.
We've always done kind of like a version of like notes app character, who we've seen online
Yeah.
vibes.
I want to
That's
bring
very
back
fun.
like secret words, maybe with a few like fewer words, but that was fun for me. And also, I don't know how we're gonna do this again, but the riddles,
Oh, the riddles was fun.
that was awesome.
Is that where we read them off the teleprompter?
Riddles was a
No,
really good
that's
one.
The teleprompter.
Teleprompter.
Riddles
the
was a solid
tongue
one from this
twisters.
year.
Riddles
Yeah.
was so fun. That was with Damien.
Yes.
And he was so good at them,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And I was also very fun.
As always.
And we did bingo.
We
We
do
did bingo.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And you won. Or you got bingo first.
I got bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shayne got bingoed first.
Just doing all my phrases all the time.
Yeah.
Laughing off this way.
And going, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wearing a white T-shirt was my favorite one.
Truly every day. I'm not good. I've trying to dress like I'm trying to build out my wardrobe, make like a nice little capsule wardrobe.
Yeah.
Here's a problem. When we film here at Smosh, we're filming usually 4 things a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of wear like one pair of pants, and then I'm like, what's like a top that I can switch out with one other
Always.
thing? I end up with white T-shirts a lot because I can just throw something on it, and then
Yeah.
I can take that thing off just to just to differentiate the episodes a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with white t-shirts. Some dudes wear like black only all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't do that.
If you wore just jeans and a black t-shirt every day, it'd be really funny.
You think so?
That just
People are
became
like,
your
oh my God,
vibe.
she's so crazy and fun. And also...
She just dresses like Elon Musk every day.
Oh my God, that would be awful.
No.
What if I just got all tattoos?
That might be
Up
sick
my
as hell.
neck.
That might be sick as hell. Might be cool.
I just
Okay.
do a total makeover.
Okay, speaking of clothes and such, you guys should guess my top 5 favorite pieces of clothing. Like
Top
you
five.
for Matt.
Okay. Okay.
Let me
Okay.
bring my...
Top 5 favorite pieces of clothing.
Also,
Yes.
we're probably way past this, but I'm gonna flash it anyway.
Nice.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yes. So Selina, you have several categories, and we're going to play the game that we played with Mac Does It, where we try to guess each other's top 5s of a
Yep.
given
Yes.
category. You get more points for the higher up in the category that you get.
Yes.
So are we trying to guess her like 5 is the worst, 1 is the best?
Yes.
Well, and it's a top 5 though, so all of them are great. But it's like
1 is better than
yeah, it's a Family Feud type situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We asked one Selena her 5 favorite clothing items. Okay, clothing items is tough, but I think I got this.
Oh, I included like accessories,
Accessories,
Yeah.
anything. Okay,
shoes.
Okay,
okay. You go first.
like cute belt situation.
No, but I did think about that. I did
okay.
think about it.
Okay, I've got a good guess.
Okay.
Yes.
Selena, you're a dancer. I feel like this would be a favorite amongst dancers. I'm going to say sweatpants.
No.
No, God. What? What are you-
Sweatpants are, people
no,
love sweatpants.
You're right. You're right.
People
but
love
no.
sweatpants. You.
Okay, you go ahead.
Tank top.
No.
Oh,
This isn't going
Loser.
well. You are a loser.
loser.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, I'm gonna say necklace.
Oh.
No. But close.
How are
No.
What?
Oh, stop talking. Dangly earrings.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
I love earrings.
What number
I
is
love
that?
Earrings.
Yeah, what number
that
is
was
that?
2.
Oh, I gotta get one. I gotta get one. No, it's my turn.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Fine. No.
No.
It's my turn.
No.
Your turn, honey.
I'm gonna say jacket.
I will give it to you. I said overcoat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overcoat is a jacket.
It's a type of jacket. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I'll
Yeah.
give it. That was number
What-
1.
Oh!
You didn't actually really get it though. Whoa, he dunked a fake basketball.
That wasn't a dunk. That was a 3-pointer.
Oh God, you're
Oh, my
so.
God.
Oh, I know what a dunk is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because you
do.
worked at Dunkin' Donuts. You know what it is.
I went home and my sister gave me a Dunkin' Donuts baby book. I was like, how? Literally, how? How?
so funny.
It's the story of the Munchkin. Okay. Like, kind of like slack, loose pants.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Flowy pants.
Flowy pants. Oh,
I love flowy pants.
What number was that?
5.
Oh, yeah, take it. Take it, loser. Okay, I'm gonna say sneakers.
No.
God, you're such an idiot.
What?
So crazy how dumb you are. Sorry. Okay, we're not doing like makeup or anything. This is just accessories.
Yeah.
Fur coat.
No, but that was
good
good.
one.
That was actually a joke.
No, but
like, I
okay.
just wanted to throw it
no,
out there.
no. I'm gonna say boots.
Yes.
Nice.
I love a boot. I really miss, living in LA, I really miss dressing for fall. Like,
Yeah.
I truly
Me
miss
too.
dressing
No, it
for
is
fall.
80 degrees in
Yeah.
December.
I was so upset.
Kind of sucks
I was
a
so
little
sad.
bit.
Yeah. So a lot of these were like cold weather stuff because I miss it.
Cold weather stuff because
There's
you
one
miss
more.
it.
There's one more.
What was it? What
I
number
don't think
was
she wears
boots?
hats.
Boots was 3.
I don't think she wears hats.
Oh, that sucks. I think I'm winning this
I
round.
don't think so.
Yeah, I've got 1 and 3.
I think you're
You've got
actually
2 and
a
5.
ridiculous person. So stop.
You got one. Good luck. Get 4.
You got okay. You said it was overcoat. This is not the same thing. Sweater.
Ooh, sweater's good.
I will give it to you.
Okay.
I said cardigan.
Cardigan.
I love a
What
cardigan.
number
Fair.
was that?
That was 4.
4.
Okay.
All right.
Doing well. No, I'm not. You won this round.
Good work. I don't know. I think it's kind of feels kind of a
No.
tie.
It doesn't feel kind of a tie. You got 1 and 2. I got 4 and 5.
I got 1 and 3.
Yeah, 1 and 3.
You got 2, 4, 5.
And
You did not get 6, 7. There's no 6, 7.
everybody here.
What's the
wants
next
it to
category?
Colors.
Favorite colors.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Okay, no, I go first this time.
Ah!
You went first last time.
Fine, go.
I'm gonna throw out. How specific? Can I
Yeah,
ask?
that's
Did
what
you
I was
get
gonna
very
ask.
specific, or is this like or how?
I got very specific, but if you get close enough, I'll give
Okay.
you close enough.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna throw out like peach or like pink.
Number 1.
Let's go.
Number 1.
Let's go.
Why are you
I love
so
peach.
annoying?
Let's go.
Peach, coral, apricot,
Yes.
the Pantone
and Selena,
color.
and I know that about
No,
you.
please
and I
stop.
Just know
And
that.
stop
And,
talking.
I just know
actually,
that.
I can't.
I love when they fight about me.
So annoying. Fine. Like a mauve?
No.
Oh.
It's not my day. You know, it's not my day. It's not my fucking day. Fine.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go out. Now that I got number 1, I'm gonna take some risks.
Oh, please, just stop talking.
I'm gonna say gold.
No, but I
No.
really thought about it.
She really did,
thought about
but it's
it.
not on the list.
Sorry, you're not on the list.
Idiot. Okay. You don't often wear a lot of blue. Or does she? Is there any... Baby blue?
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, like a light blue.
Light blue, baby blue.
Number 2.
Okay. All right.
Number two.
Fair. Fine. Okay. I think you're a very organized person, so I would think maybe green.
No, I actually
What?
don't like green.
Yeah, green
Okay.
sucks. Isn't that your
Okay.
favorite color? Oh no, it's orange.
It's international orange.
Yeah. Whoa.
Green doesn't suck. Actually, I like green.
I don't really. There's not really many colors I don't like nowadays. Turquoise used to be the one I despised and I'll tell you why. It was a nostalgic thing. Growing up in Arizona in the 90s, there was so much bullshit turquoise everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like every shopping center had like old turquoise signs that just they were there for decades. They just aged. It looked horrible.
Yep.
So I associated it with kind of like lame stuff in Arizona.
Yep.
Nowadays I like turquoise. It's grown on me. Getting away from Arizona, I now have a new appreciation for it. I actually miss it. When I go back to Arizona and everything is like slate gray and dark brown, I'm like, I miss the personality.
I know, me too. I love turquoise.
All right.
Okay, like a yellow, like a mango yellow. That's so cool.
But that's also a good one. But no.
Look, I'm going to throw out one of my favorites that I got shit on for. But I'm going
Silver?
to say any version of brown.
I'll give it to you. It's burnt sienna.
Okay.
It's like a reddish brown.
Okay.
Burnt sienna.
Nice.
I love.
That's a good one.
I love a warm brown.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Love it.
Same.
Same.
Kind of like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A burgundy?
I'll give it to you. A maroon. Yeah.
Was that number 5?
Yeah, it was number 5.
Maroon 5.
Oh,
I didn't even
best
think about
band
that.
ever.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I am kidding. Truly am kidding. I did listen to Maroon 5 a lot, though.
Of course.
Everyone did, right? But does anyone still?
I think they do.
Aren't they done?
Are they done?
Is Adam Levine just on his own?
I don't know.
I don't
What does he do these days?
know.
Maroon
get a lot
5
of
fans, get in the
tattoos.
comments. Tell us about them.
You have one last category?
one
One last color and also one
Oh,
last
one last
category.
color.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what number is it?
Number 3.
Oh shoot.
Can I say? Oh, it's
No,
not
no,
my
no.
turn.
You actually
No, you go.
no, I just guessed. I guessed brown.
No, and I guess burgundy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you got maroon. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a
I'm
good
gonna say purple.
I'll give it to you. A pale lavender.
Pale lavender and purple.
I love
different.
pastels and warm colors.
It makes sense that you know the very specific colors because looking at like your journals and stuff,
Yeah.
you color code so much.
Yeah.
So you probably have the
Yeah.
colors dialed
Yeah.
in.
So what color is math?
Math is green because green is numbers. Money is green and it's numbers and it's math.
Math is.
No.
Math is
Science is blue because the earth is 70% water. History is red because war. And English or literature is yellow because
Math is
that was the
red.
only one left.
Math is red.
Whatever.
It's fine.
It's wild.
We did that episode this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was also this year.
I knew it would cause a stir.
Yeah,
it
because
did
your
exactly.
colors were all off. That's why it caused a stir.
No, plenty of the top comments agreed with me.
I actually don't think they
Yeah,
did. They all
no,
were
I
like,
think
"Oh my God,
they-
Shayne should
They
leave
agreed.
the channel."
I think they definitely agreed. But anyways, one last category.
Yay!
Dream jobs.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did include my real number one job,
you go first.
but
Like Cirque du Soleil.
no, but that's funny.
You do aerial yoga.
yeah, I
do you
did
still
aerial-
do it?
No, I don't. I don't do it as much anymore. It's hard to find the time to go to the studios
Yeah.
because there's not one super close by. So yeah,
Got
Okay.
it.
but I do love it.
Dream jobs. I'm gonna say being one of those high up backup dancers.
Oh, that's so good. That's actually better than anything that I've written. Damn.
It's crazy.
Ew, I hate when you do this. It's so gross. Can we just comment how gross Shayne is? Come on.
Yeah.
No, that's so good.
That's you're welcome.
You're welcome for your dreams.
Quote me on that, sweetheart.
That's so good.
Okay, you're taking it. You're taking it places I don't.
I'm taking it to a character place for me. Thank you.
I didn't do entertainment stuff because I was
I was gonna
okay,
say
entertainment.
actor.
But yes, those are very real. Except for my number one, nothing is entertainment based.
Okay, so this is just dream job.
That's not
fun.
true.
Okay,
It's all over the place actually. Never
but
mind.
not backup dancer.
No, but that is a good one. I would put that on now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. They're not sealed.
You were a backup dancer this year. Summer Games, you were a backup dancer
was.
multiple times.
And choreographer.
And
Yeah.
so was Emily.
oh my
so
god.
was Emily.
And so was Marcus.
And so was Marcus.
Oh my gosh.
We got some dancers
That
here.
boy
Smosh.
can get down and have a beautiful smile on his face the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying dream jobs it's not. Okay, so there's no
No, I
entertainment
take
on there.
no. I take it back. There is some entertainment on here.
Marine biologist.
No.
Yeah, no, I knew it. It didn't feel right in my gut, but I wanted to say it.
Said backup dancer, you're over here fish, studier,
You follow the fish.
guy who likes fish.
Well, her boyfriend's from Alaska, and they follow the whales. When I went to Alaska, they were like, I'm not actually kidding. Wait, don't do this. Don't make me stupid. Don't do this.
Don't make me stupid.
No, they follow the fucking whales.
Get him! Hey, there he is! Get him! The whale's like, oh.
No.
Boy, are they bored up there.
No.
The sun hasn't risen in 5 months and they're chasing whales.
What? No, their tails come up and they know the whale's name based on the barnacles on their tail. You're dead to me.
Okay.
Literally, you're done.
Okay, you said marine.
People in Alaska, holler if you guys follow whales.
Okay, you said marine You said marine biologist. I'm gonna say YouTuber.
She just said
No.
she didn't do entertainment.
No, she said
No,
it might
I
be
did
some
a mix.
entertainment.
No, it's not.
Okay,
But that would have been on there.
Oh, crazy.
that would have been on there.
Yeah. Honestly, you're saying all of these things, and I'm like, why didn't I put any of this on my list?
Why did
I
you-
feel like my list is all over the place.
Don't.
No,
don't-
okay. No, I think your list sounds really fun though.
Yeah,
so
own your list. Don't let
So-
Shayne tell you what your dream jobs are.
don't let me tell you what your dreams are.
Go find some fish. Chase them. All right.
People start coming up to me at work and they're like, "Hey, what's my dream
Yeah,
job?"
what should I do?
Yeah, so
Astronaut.
yeah. Astronaut.
What even is an astronaut anymore?
What are you talking about?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry can go up in space. What about these astronauts that train forever?
She got sent to space. She didn't get herself there. When I fly somewhere, I'm not a pilot.
Yeah.
When I'm on a plane flying coach, I'm like, I'm flying this thing.
I flew here.
Yeah, basically, I'm up in the air too.
Yeah.
So who's to say?
Whatever, man.
Who's to say who's flying this?
Katy Perry went to space. However she got there, she still did it. Okay, congrats, girl. I have no idea now.
Honestly,
Shoe
me
cobbler.
neither.
I'm actually kidding.
Cobbler.
Okay. Well, director is what you do.
Yeah.
Could be the dream though.
Yeah.
Could
I
be
will,
living
I
the
will
dream.
give that.
Director.
Yeah, I will give that to you. I want to be the showrunner of a sitcom.
That's cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a cool dream.
Yeah, that's like the big dream.
Wow.
Wow.
Very cool.
Get in
Number
there.
one.
Because
Number
sitcoms, where are they going?
Right.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
They're
sitcoms will cut.
I'm doing this. My hands are face down. They're still around, but yeah, it's kind of in a weird zone.
It's in a weird space right now.
Multicam sitcom,
No, single.
single cam sitcom, like the Goldbergs.
What is that show, anyways? Who was on that? Who even was on that
Who even
show?
give
I
a
don't even know.
frick
It's
about that
old
show.
news, baby.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna guess.
Wait, what number was that, director?
One.
Oh, suck it.
Did we guess any of the others? We have 4 others.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
Chasing Fish.
Do not give any of them to us. I want to guess your dream jobs. I'm going to say, oh my gosh.
Oh God, there's a lot of pressure here.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second.
Don't
Give me a second.
you love doing this?
Give me a second. All right, I'm blanking for a moment, so let me just throw out a funny one. A person who makes greeting cards, who makes like cards. How good would you be? at
That's
that?
actually that I was thinking about.
You know,
that
500
for
Days
her.
of Summer, how he works at a place where they make cards?
Yeah.
Well, I gave you another one.
Yeah, what an old
Shayne,
reference
you should
movie.
tell people what they should do.
No, Selena, don't.
I should guess the things they don't know about themselves.
No, Selena, don't. We cannot have Shayne in
Here's
this
what you
power.
want for Christmas. And they're like, oh my God, that is what I want for Christmas.
I don't want to think about it. Just tell me.
No,
Okay.
don't give this
All
to
right.
Shayne. It's too
Go on,
much.
Amanda.
Oh my God. So wait, did he get it?
No.
Oh, you didn't even get it.
No, I didn't get it.
That's crazy. That
But
you
if she drafted up a new list, it'd be all the things I've said.
I'm sure about that.
Okay, go on.
I was thinking something with like stationary, but that's not what, right?
Well, that's what I just.
No,
that's kind of what I just said.
no. Okay, not chasing fish. Crazy. That sucks for you. God, a host of a travel show.
Oh, you
that's a good
got
one.
real close. That's also good. I said game show host. I think I was just thinking of like hosting, but
Game show
but
host.
travel show would be really cool too.
That's what I wanted to do back in the day. I literally wanted a company to pay me to travel the world and be like a host.
Yeah.
I think you could do that.
Almost like, you know, when Conan O'Brien would travel and try crazy things. I
Oh,
wouldn't want
yeah.
to try a bunch of crazy food. I would want to like go to these destinations and like experience it for the first time
Right.
and be filmed. I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like a host of sorts.
So a host of a game
host.
show.
Yeah.
A host.
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3.
All right. Man. I keep.
The other ones are just I don't know how you're
It's
gonna
okay.
get these.
ridiculous.
It's going to be fun.
They're just like out of the blue. Like you
Okay.
would-
I'm going to throw out one. Lawyer.
no.
Okay.
I don't like debating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't a good
I'm
good
throwing
one.
out some. I'm just throwing things out there.
Pastry chef.
No, I don't like to
Ooh.
cook or bake.
Wow. Damn.
Wow, damn.
Or
Cold.
it's I like it, but it's not my calling.
Cold-blooded. Okay, it's not our calling. That's fine.
A bouncer. Bouncer to club.
She would throw someone in the air.
No, but I would do it for a night.
Okay.
Would you? I think I would be bored out of my mind.
No, you're right.
It would be.
Or would I?
I know that job.
Depends on
that
where.
job. I think that job sucks
Can
because
I
you are
listen to
bored and then you
audiobooks?
deal with some bullshit for.
Yeah, you do
Depends
some
on where.
bullshit.
Let's speed it up for a second.
All right, we'll
so
guess
we
a
can get
couple
our-
more, and then you just got to tell us.
Okay. A jeweler.
No,
Stand-up comic.
no, but also a good one.
You work at like a garden, the gardens.
No.
You're like, okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys.
All right.
The second is counselor or therapist.
Oh.
I feel like I would be really good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People tell me their problems all the time.
Yeah.
And then I said, I want to replace this. I want to replace backup dancer with this one because I actually don't know if I want to do this. Personal shopper. I was just trying to. I was grasping at straws. I was like,
Personal
what?
shopper.
Personal shopper.
Yeah.
I would hate to do that. I really would. I don't think I would be good at it.
Do you
Yeah.
not like shopping?
No, I hate to shop.
Wow.
It's like a thing. If I'm going out to shop, I give myself an hour. If I go past the hour mark, I lose my mind.
Whoa.
I hate shopping.
Interesting.
I don't actually like online shopping. The only thing I like shopping for is like dishware, like awesome like glasses and like coupes and wine coupes. I love shopping for wine bottles and I love shopping for jewelry. I cannot stand any other shopping.
Interesting. What is it you
That's
don't like
fair.
about it? I'm just so
I
curious.
get really overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I get
feel
really
that.
overwhelmed. I'm also just like trying on a million clothes. It's just
Yeah.
like really, it doesn't make me feel super good.
But that's why you
Yeah.
do it for someone else. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I'm not big picture type person. You know how someone like okay, like Courtney is an incredible shopper. Like she puts together these outfits that are just like unbelievable. It's like I can't big picture that.
Yeah.
I need to like see it and go, "Oh yeah, I like that," and have someone give it to me.
It's pretty astounding to watch them like when they're shopping, they'll see something and be like, "Oh," and they know like where it fits in with everything in their life.
Yes.
Whereas I clothing shopping is exhausting because once I make it out there and I'm putting on stuff, I'm like, oh right, everything looks dumb on me.
Yeah.
like that's suddenly
Same.
that's like what happens when you're shopping and you're putting
Yes.
stuff on. You're like, no, actually everything.
Yes.
it looks good there, and then as soon as I put it on, I hate
Yes.
it. And then I kind of don't know how to piece it together with everything.
Same.
But I agree on some things like Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I could spend all day at.
Oh, absolutely.
Books I can just look at.
Me,
all day.
like a dish, like a beautiful glass dishware place, or like a wine shop,
like a sur la table.
like a sur la table. I love that sur la table. Like a sur la table.
Oh
Crate
my
and barrel.
god.
Crate and barrel. But what's crazy is I never go into those stores. I never go because I know I'm gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're gonna keep me in there.
my-
Selena, that's a great list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my last one is librarian, just because I
Oh,
like
librarian.
yeah.
Oh,
I like organizing and I like quiet.
You'd be a great
you're
librarian.
so good. Wait, would you have one of those ladders that go back and
Where
forth?
you like you push it and you're like
That's all I'm doing
Yeah.
all
you're
day.
doing the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
from
love
Bell.
that. Dewey Decimal. Hell yeah.
That'd be lovely.
Dewey Decimal
Yeah.
System. God.
We have 15 minutes left, and I have a special surprise, really for me. I don't know about you guys.
Or is it for me?
Also for you.
But not for Shayne.
Okay.
Ollie, could we bring our special guest out
Whoa.
or in?
Whoa.
Let's bring our special guest in. What are we going to talk about with our special guest? Wait, we have nothing planned.
I think we're gonna be okay.
No?
Yeah.
This is very funny because we've not seen this guest today. We didn't see them before we started recording this.
No, we
so
did
truly,
not.
they're about to walk in.
We're at 60, just so y'all know.
Oh, so this is gonna be a long episode.
60.
And whenever we go long, I always feel bad because Selena, you're the one who has to review the cut.
Fine.
Okay.
I like watching these episodes. Y'all are funny.
I also could not thrift.
I'm not good at thrifting either.
My friend is incredible at thrifting. She gets glassware that I'm like, where did you get this?
I don't have the best eye, like when I'm shopping.
I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
That's me. You know, some people are like, I know I could find this at a better place. I'm going to look at 6 other places.
But
that's not me.
It's wild to hear because I feel like knowing you and having been to your place, like you have such incredible stuff.
Well, yeah, I like looking for stuff. I like getting. I feel like all that
So
stuff.
you acquire a lot
naturally-
of stuff for someone who hates shopping.
I do.
You really have a lot of cool stuff.
I like getting it.
Our guest
Guys,
is walking
Guys,
in now.
he's here. He's here. Oh my God.
And there's
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Chips.
Oh my God.
And oh yes, our guest is Mr. Chips.
Does Jonathan know that he's Mr. Chips?
All right, please come on
I
in.
was just joking that I need like a nickname like Rocket Ship or
Rocket Ship is entering the building.
Iceman. Or
Hi,
something.
Rocket Ship.
Hi. Oh.
Hi. Yeah, you don't like that.
Rubbing my shoulder, calling me Rocket
Hi,
Ship.
Rocket Ship.
Red Rocket, Red
Wait,
Rocket.
do you not know this about me? I like to rub shoulders.
I literally just met you.
I know.
I met
No.
you briefly at the party,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey."
And the first thing I asked you, I'm like, where are you from? Probably like every fucking American girl asks you.
But you actually kind of knew where I was from.
I kind of knew where
You
you're
knew
from.
the geography better than most.
Yeah, because my brother-in-law is from English. English.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
picked Sean up off the street.
Oh.
Sad dog.
You were off the street.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that
Wow.
you're here.
I keep it trim out in the street. You know?
You keep it trim, baby.
I know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Sean,
either.
you came by here a while ago, but it was
Yep.
when Damien was hosting with me.
Yes.
And you were happy to be here. Obviously, I know you're a fan of everyone here at Smosh, but I know that you were sad to be here when Amanda wasn't
I
here.
heard that.
Because I told Spencer I was watching like the Resident Evil stuff for so long.
You
I watch
watched
more
it?
Smosh than anybody here.
Yeah, and I heard that Ian
Probably
like
true.
just dissed you, man.
Yeah.
It's more than I don't think he dissed you. I think he just probably just
No, he shouted me out on a speech at the party, so we're even.
yeah.
He just kind of like threw a
did,
ball in my
yeah.
court and was like, and Jacksepticeye's here. And I was like,
I saw that.
No.
what do I do? Do I go up? Like,
You gave a speech.
You go up.
That would be
Wait,
great.
So, do you like the Resident Evils?
I do.
They're
love them.
so crazy.
There are new ones coming out in March, February, March. I
I think we actually are going to play those. And
can't wait to see it in September when you guys recorded.
no, literally.
You're so right.
I actually don't know if the video that we did with Spencer is going to come out during this time.
Oh.
Where he explains everything.
Oh,
maybe I
there's
should
more
mention
Resident Evil. I mean, I think we can say there's more Resident Evil stuff coming.
There's more Resident Evil
Spencer
stuff
loves
coming,
it so much. He's finding a way.
and we will be playing it.
Hell yeah.
Well, we won't be playing it. We'll be in the background eating snacks, watching Spencer play it.
And that's exactly how it should be.
Yeah, right?
That's why it's funny. If I'm watching Spencer play a game on his own, it's not that fun.
Because he's not going to talk.
No, because he's just good at the game. It's like,
Yeah, it's
No, I
lame.
know.
It's stupid.
that's what I do. I don't want to watch that.
Did you ever watch Five Nights at Freddy's, too?
I did. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It was great. It sounds like you
love
have PTSD.
I'm loving just like,
I
did
actually
you watch
don't.
this one?
I
What
know,
did you think of it?
I know.
It's like that school kid comes over. It's like,
I'm having a
Wow.
conversation with him that I shouldn't be having on the pod. I should have had it before.
Well, what are your, since you watch us so much, what are your top moments of Smosh?
Oh, yeah.
If you have any.
Do you have some favorite things?
I mean, Fred Darts is always top tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fred Darts
the
was
meatloaf.
so good.
It's hard to
Meatloaf.
beat that.
I have to shout out the butt picture one because I was saying that was the first thing I saw of like current new gen Smosh.
And I would say that's an Amanda moment because you are going off there. I could not turn that painting because you refused to stop. And you guys kind of mellowed out for a second and then ramped back up.
What were we talking about? Because
You
that
were
was a
just
live
yelling at
stream.
me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You were yelling at me to show the painting, and
'Cause
I was
it-
like, "Can we just get some quiet
Oh,
for a
yeah, we
second?"
were being-
And you just
As the
did-
qualified Smosh person here,
Yeah.
they thought it was balls and then it was a butt.
Yeah.
So you guys were like, show us the balls over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went a little psycho, and it's so fun to do on Shayne. Because
Yeah.
he gets overwhelmed, you know? He kind of loses his mind.
Well, he got the 1,000-yard stare for a while.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I
Yeah.
kind of lose my mind a lot.
I mean, you guys must have some favorite Smosh moments, either yours or somebody else's.
Well, I was saying that when I presented my Reddit stories.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
I went through.
Oh, no.
There's
My-
a lot
my-
of moments.
It's
My
here.
okay.
blind spot.
You might not need to see it. No, I went through Reddit and found my favorite subreddits and then presented it. And Chance and Shayne were like, "Oh,
Good job, Amanda.
that's fun." Victorian, whatever, one of them.
You found
slash
subreddits
trap
that were like,
lives.
"Well, there you go."
Yeah. No, mine was like, wasn't mine only like Jersey?
It was like Long Island.
You
It was
found
like
the
Long
local
Island subreddit.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, they thought it was fine.
Pretty good quality.
They just thought
Maybe
it was,
this is why I haven't seen it. It hasn't made any of the compilations.
No, probably not. I don't think it ever will.
That's sad.
Yeah,
It's hard to
okay.
keep track of all the moments. I feel like already this week, it's only Tuesday, and this week I already have favorite moments
Wow.
from what's going on.
It's just how you guys live out here.
It's just nuts.
Also, you've been
man.
on the channel, like, you've been on almost every single show that we have.
He's
Yeah,
about to.
I haven't had my
About to.
SMEGOT. I think main channel is the only thing I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Because it's cringe and I don't want to. They
No
pitched it to me
comment.
and I was like, I'd rather die.
I love you so much. That is fucking awesome.
Damn.
I'd rather die.
No, Angela wanted me on it. She was like, let's do it right now. And she pulled out her phone and she was like, hey, we're on Bit City. And I was like, hi.
Yeah, you're like, no, I don't like this at
Get
all.
me out of here.
It would be fun. I think doing character shit is really funny to do.
Wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think as of
This
right,
isn't one if you're asking.
No, okay, wait. Is this your natural hair color?
Yeah.
It's so fucking awesome.
Thank you.
When did your hair start going like silver?
First gray hair I ever got was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was 15 too. Yeah.
I was on a trampoline with my friends, and he was like, I saw gray hair at the top of your head, and he plucked it out, and I was like,
Oh, wait, you're never supposed to pluck out gray hair.
that's a myth.
No, it's not.
Check your subreddits.
It's not. I actually.
Check your subreddit.
Check conspiracy subreddit.
Okay, wait. What color was your hair? Brown or?
Yeah. It was kind of like my beard color. It was brown, and then I dyed my hair green for YouTube. Shout out. Everyone knows the green haired era.
Fun.
And then when I had to dye it back brown to get my natural color back, then the gray started to really show, and I was like, I don't like it.
You
So
didn't like
I
it?
kept dyeing it for years until last year, and I let it go.
It looks awesome.
It's literally
Thank you.
incredible.
Thank you.
I feel like people who go gray, that's the color that they want. It's always like sandy gray, but yours is like gray silver.
Yeah, in the early, like, when I was like 20 doing YouTube, you could see like the salt and pepper a little bit, but
How long have you been doing YouTube?
13 years.
Holy shit.
You're sitting on a channel that's done it 20 years.
I know, but whatever.
Yeah, but we weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
most of the time.
whatever. Who cares?
Whatever.
13 years. Did you always like do it on your own, or are you still doing it on your own?
I have like a team at home now it's like max 4 people that I work with. So,
And you hired them.
yeah.
Don't worry about that noise.
Who's cheering?
Yeah,
Don't worry, they're filming Try Not to Laugh.
Yeah, they're filming
over
Try Not-
there,
which
you're about
which
to go
we're in.
do.
I know, I'm nervous.
You and me.
Are you
Are we?
nervous?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. I'm nervous too because I've only done one since I got back.
That's
Yeah.
And Try Not to Laugh used to be my happy place.
Are all your jokes about babies now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All about babies and birth.
I'm nervous because a lot of the Try Not to Laugh stuff is like inside jokes, which I feel like I'm not privy to many of them, but it's also like I'm good at like showing up and bringing energy and reacting.
And that's all
Yeah,
you need.
no,
that's all you need.
And then Try Not to Laugh is like, okay, now go out and do a bit. And I'm like, I think I can do it, but
You're gonna be fine.
You can take anybody, me or anybody, out to do your bit.
okay.
I actually don't usually do inside jokes.
You want to do a wrestling move?
Yeah.
I'll DDT.
Yeah, you want to throw me up in the air?
No, you're throwing me.
Oh, I'm going to throw
Yeah.
you? I'm just like, ah!
Throw me through a wall or something.
That's
actually
all
could.
TNTL takes. If you just commit 100%, you're gonna be fine. Your episode of TNTL that you're about to film will probably air a couple months from
2027?
this episode, but it's gonna be great.
Have you guys always been so open about how far ahead you are?
I think it's in particular right now.
I think recently it's been very.
we're
No,
a
we
little
haven't
more
been
ahead
open
than I
about
think
that.
we ever plan on being ever again.
I
for
worried
reasons.
I worried that I'm to blame for that because people found out I was coming, and then the episode didn't air for like 3 months, and people were like, "What's
It's
happening?"
okay.
No. I feel like we're more open on the pod.
Yeah.
Because the pod we would film it and it was always like a month later. Only
Yeah.
until, I don't know, a year did it get more topical.
I forget. I just think we've been honest about it. I think people know, like,
Yeah.
when they see me in like social posts and I don't have a mustache, but I have a mustache
Right.
from months ago in
Yeah.
a video.
It's hard to not clock when you're watching, especially if you're watching it every day. You're just like, this didn't happen today. Or
Well,
last
A Bit
week.
City got released
Right.
when I was on maternity leave, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, she's back!" And I'm like, "No,
No,
I'm like
she's
5
not.
months pregnant in
You
that."
could just convince the internet you're anywhere. Just go on a holiday and like plan out a European trip, and
Seriously.
then keep posting those all year. And people are like, "Did they move?" Or
Yeah. You could people.
Sean, we need to have you back here sometime, like for a whole episode.
I know. I keep saying like, "I'll come. I'll do everything all day. I'll do every video." And then they're like, "Here's 3 things you can do." I'm like, "Come on, guys."
You want to do every video?
Yeah.
All
To be
right.
fair, the 3 videos are going to take like 5 hours.
Okay.
I mean, you're in a lot of videos today.
I am.
You're
I'm
doing
excited.
a Try Not to Laugh, and then you're going to be in Reddit stories later.
I'm excited.
And you're in games video with me.
Yeah.
Woo!
You're doing a whole bunch, man.
So excited.
Welcome.
So pumped. My energy I bring is that I'm the shitty little brother, and I will.
Oh, I watched.
I make fun of you.
I watched.
I don't know why that's my default. That's what I go to. That's my love language, is to like make fun of people for some reason.
There's nothing
That's
better
okay.
than having the shitty little brother. I don't know my energy. We were just talking about it, that my energy is kicked up a notch since I got back from maternity leave.
Nice. Trying to prove something.
Like, it's a little crazy. I don't actually think so. I actually don't think so. Wait,
I was wondering how long it would take.
I'm trying really
With
hard
Shayne and
not.
Damien, it was like 15 minutes.
I'm trying really well. Like I said, my brother-in-law has a very thick accent.
Okay.
So anytime that I'm around him, I start to do it, and he thinks my accent is awful.
I've heard way worse.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Where you turn into like a Simpsons police officer that some people do.
No. So is this like not good or wait, this is kind of different. I
don't know what you're doing.
I don't actually know either.
What's going on?
Everyone close your eyes and just listen to Amanda right now.
I don't actually know what's happening. So do you like this accent? Is this like Northern Ireland or Northern Ireland? No, it's nothing.
I would just say let the internet judge you.
Oh.
And we
they
love
do.
that here.
And they do and they will.
Just let them do it. I'm not going to speak for all of my people.
Your people.
Also, my accent is kind of gone. We were talking about it last time.
Yeah, you
where-
sound like you're from Camarillo.
Well, that's why.
Where the f*** is Camarillo?
Nobody knows. We can't find
That's
it.
why at the party I was like, wait, where are you from? Because it was slight.
Yeah, when I say like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar, then it's
Bar.
Then it comes out.
The bar. Wait, so how long have
The
you been
bar.
here? The bar. How long have you been here?
like a week.
No.
I don't live here.
Yeah.
Where the f*** do you live?
I live in the UK.
That one was bad. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So why is your accent so light, you said?
Because all my friends are American, and all the stuff I watch is American. And my partner's from the Netherlands, and their accents sound American when they speak English.
Partners from the Netherlands?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
All right, I think.
Wait, no,
I
we can't
think
stop.
No,
No.
We just need to have Sean back
Right.
Yeah.
for a reason.
Clearly, I
Save it
just
for the
need to
pod.
hang out with Sean. Okay.
This has been so much fun. Selena, thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you guys.
We love
Shout
you,
out
Selena.
Selena.
We love you so much, Selena.
And Sean, thanks for stopping by.
My presence is brought to you by ZocDoc.
Cut to commercial. But also thank you to you guys for watching and for helping us grow. And I'm very happy to be back, even if I am a nutty.
Hey, with that, we'll see you in 2026. Bye.
Bye.